I would like us, like all of you, to just take a moment and have a look at the 4 speech acts, okay, the 4 actions. And on the left-hand side, there are a bunch of stickies. Grab a sticky and think, get a context in mind. Think about maybe a team that you work with, and just think about, what is the speech act that you do the most with them? Is it a move? Are you the one making suggestions and, giving ideas about where to go, what to do, what the solutions are? Okay. Are you the one that follows? Are you the one that opposes? Or are you the one that bystands? And we all use all of them all the time. For the purposes of this, I would really like it if you can pick one of the 4, because I want to show you something about systems. So move closer to the word than to the blue triangle. So say that we were all in a system. We were working together as a group of people or in a team. What would be the patterns that would emerge in our conversations? Anyone?
I think it would look like there'd be a lot of direction setting and a lot of kind of neutral bystanding, but not a lot of following and not a lot of opposition. Yeah.
Okay. And so what would be, we're in a meeting, there's a lot of moves, there's a lot of neutral, maybe a little bit of following. What would the solutions that we come up with as a team? What would they be like?
Oh, they'd be less diverse because there's only a few movers, I guess, and not much conversation.
Yeah, so they could be less diverse. Yeah. And what else? What's the role of the oppose?
So we can come up with a greater version of what's to come. So if everyone would not oppose, we would not be like accepting the greater idea that's maybe lurking behind it.
Yeah. So we may be suffering from groupthink. There would be some moves. So there would be ideas. Okay. People would rather willy-nilly accept the ideas that are there, or be neutral about it and just comment. I'm noticing that there's a lot of ideas in the room. Okay. And the poor person who is the sole opposer would very quickly be labeled in this group as the difficult one or the negative one. Okay, while we always need all 4 of these to have a balanced conversation and to have really good thinking. Okay, they all need to be present. Otherwise, if we have loads of moves with no follows, no opposes, okay, that's brainstorming. Okay, if nobody follows any ideas, or if we don't weed out any ideas through opposes, and if we don't offer perspective through the bystand, okay, it will be really hard to come up with something to follow at the end of the meeting. At the end of the meeting, it would be wonderful and everybody would be very enthusiastic, but there's no action coming forth. Okay. If we don't have any opposes, well, then we probably will have some kind of groupthink where the ideas that come up are never fully examined. If we don't have any follows, well, then we're also not going to conclude anything. Once again, we won't end up with direct actions at the end of the session.